lesson, we are going to review a full arpeggio. So we're going to combine the ascending arpeggio that we learned before and then the descending arpeggio. Now you're going to want to start off with your thumb on the 5th string, and then you place your first finger, your index finger on the 3rd string, your middle finger on the 2nd string, and your ring finger on the 1st string. And you're going to play with a free stroke. So go ahead and play your ascending arpeggio. And then when we learned the descending arpeggio, we started from the ring finger playing the high E note, the 1st string, your middle finger on the 2nd string, your index finger on the 3rd string, and then back to your thumb on the 5th string. But when you put both together for a full arpeggio, you don't want to play that E string twice, the 1st string. So you go ahead and play ascending, and then immediately place your 2nd finger, your index finger, on the 2nd string, and then your index finger on the 3rd string, and then back to your thumb on the 5th string. Okay? Awesome. And that's your full arpeggio. Now we're going to move on to the left hand, and we're going to learn the C major chord. So with it being a C chord, your root note in the bass is a C. So you're going to place your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret on the 5th string. So count 1, 2, 3, and that is a C note. Then go ahead and place your 2nd finger on the 4th string, 2nd fret. That is an E note. So put them both together. And then after that you play an open G, which is your 3rd string. So go back and put it together. And then finally your 1st finger goes on the 1st fret, 2nd string, and that again is a C note. Okay, so you put it all together and you have a C major chord. Good job. And now what you're going to want to do is combine your full arpeggio that you learned with the new chord that you just learned, the C major. So place your thumb and your hand in the right position for the arpeggio. Go ahead and play. Start putting this in practice. And when you get comfortable with that, start alternating your thumb on different bass strings. So we're going to go from the 5th to the 4th string. Starting with the 5th, we play 1 arpeggio, and then we move the thumb to the 4th string. All right, and then we start alternating back and forth. And in the long run, if you continue to practice that, you'll be able to play a lot of really cool bass lines with your thumb while syncopating different techniques with your fingers. Okay, so we've got the arpeggio, and now we're going to move on to the C major scale. So we start off with the root note first, which is C, and in the same place. So the 3rd finger on the 3rd fret, the 5th string. Okay, and for this, practicing this scale, you're going to want to use your technique for alternating your index finger and your middle finger 1 string at a time. So play your C note. Move on to an open D, which is your open 4th string. So you got C, D. Place your 2nd finger on the 2nd fret, 4th string, and that is an E note. So put it together. Okay, next you move on to your 3rd finger, staying on the 4th string, and that is an F, the 3rd fret. Okay, put it together. And And then next you play an open G note, which is your third string. And you put it together again. Okay, next you play an A, which is your second finger on the second fret on the third string. It's an A. And then you put the pieces together again. Okay, after that you play an open B string, which is your second string. And you put it together again. And then you play the C again, which is your first finger on the first fret and the second string. That's the C note. And then finally you place your third finger staying on the second string on the third fret. And that's a D. So put it all together. And that is your C major scale in the first position. So it only stays within the first 3 frets. And once you got that, then you go ahead and backtrack and play it backwards. And there you have it. You covered your full arpeggio, your C major chord, and your C major scale. So good job.